So well students, we are already known about how to form an angles and meaning of an angle, meaning of a ray, and also we have studied some problems related to linear pair of angles, and we discussed about a theorem when two straight lines intersect each other, its vertically opposite angles are equal. Now you can pass on to some more things related to lines and angles. In that, parallel lines and a transversal. Before starting with the parallel lines and transversal, we have to know about a line. We are already know. So many collinear points are joined by a straight line, that is called as a line. So 2 points, minimum 2 points are required to draw a line. So you are already know 2 lines intersect each other. Call the 2 lines are intersecting lines. Call this as intersecting lines. That is, AB intersect CD at O. AB intersect CD at O. These 2 lines are called intersecting lines. Suppose AB is one line, AB, and CD is another line, CD. These 2 lines, when we extend on both sides, means like this, when we extend on both sides, it will not intersect or it will not touch each other. Then the 2 lines are called parallel lines. AB parallel to CD. That can be written in this way: AB parallel to CD. Symbolically, we can write AB parallel to CD. What is the meaning of parallel line? When 2 lines never meet each other, when we are extended on both sides, such lines are called parallel lines. Such lines are called parallel lines. So, what do you know about transversal? A line, it will cut the 2 lines, or it will meet the 2 lines, or 2 or more lines. That is called transversal. In this diagram, XY is a transversal. XY is a transversal. It will intersect AB at P, CD at Q. Now observe here, AB at P and CD at Q. XY is a transversal. XY is a transversal. AB and CD are 2 parallel lines. That line is intersected by XY. In this diagram, XY is called transversal. XY is called transversal. Not only parallel lines, for any 2 rays, another line is intersected, that is called transversal. That transversal means different angles. Different angles. Let us see the different angles formed by a transversal. Now, so observe here. I think you already know about parallel lines and a transversal. Identify parallel lines in this diagram. Yes? What do you call PQ and RS? PQ and RS are called parallel lines. What do you call AB in this diagram? AB is called, yes, transversal. It forms different angles. This point is called C. We can call this as D. That is called intersecting points. Intersecting points. Now, related to C, some more concept. So observe carefully. Here is a line. Call this line as AB. And here is another line. Call it as CD. Now AB parallel to CD, and here transversal. Call this as X, Y. It will intersect at this point. Call it as P, and this point we can call it as Q. Now at P, AB is a straight line. XY another straight line. It forms four angles. Call it as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. So AB intersect at XY. It forms four angles. So I read it as BPX one angle, XPA another angle, APQ another angle, BPQ. So instead of that I will written here 1, 2, 3, 4. So AB and XY intersect at K, it forms four angles. In the same way, XY intersect CD, XY intersect CD, it forms four angles. Let us see. Call this as 5, this is 6, it is 7 and this is 8. Totally we got 8 angles. 8 angles. Now we know that AB parallel to CD. XY is a transversal. XY is a transversal. Now in this diagram 1 and 2 are exterior angle. 7 and 8 are exterior angle. Observe here 1 and 2, 7 and 8 are exterior angles. 3 and 4, 6 and 5 are interior angles on a parallel line. Remember once again 1, 2, 7, 8 are exterior angles. 3, 4, 5, 6 are interior angles. Interior angles. Now different types of angles are there. First we can pass on to corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Yes. Now identify the corresponding angles in this diagram. Corresponding. Now observe here. So angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. In the same way, angle 1 and angle 5. Angle 4 and angle 8, another pair of corresponding angle 4 and 8. 4 and 8. 2 and 6, angle 2 and 6 are other pair of corresponding angles. 3 and 7, 3 and 7 are another pair of corresponding angles. Once again you can observe SPB and PQD are corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle 5 that lie on the same side of a parallel line with a transversal. Observe 1 and 5. A transversal and parallel line same side. That are corresponding angles. Angle 4 and angle 8. Observe. This is angle 4. This is angle 8. So 4 and 8 means BPQ and BQY are corresponding angles on same side. Next this side. SPA. Call it as 2. PQC, call it as 6. 2 and 6 are corresponding angles. 2 and 6 are corresponding angles. 3 and 7 are also corresponding angles. Therefore, we got 4 pair of corresponding angles. Next one is alternate angles. Alternate angles. Yes. Now observe, I will show you 3 and 5 like this. Observe my hand in this way like this. 3 and 7. Angle 3 and angle 7 are alternate angles. Observe A, P, Q, P, Q, D. This angle with this angle. That was alternate angle. Note it as angle 3 and angle 5. So that's not 7, angle 5. Angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate angles. Next this side. Yes. and like this. Angle 4 and angle 6. Angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate angles. Angle 4 and angle 6. Angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate angle. So we got two types of angle. One is corresponding angles. Another one is alternate angles. Alternate angles. Next, you can pass on to some other type. Some other type means vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Yes. Now observe here. Angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite angles. BPX and APQ. 1 and 3. Two straight lines intersect each other. The opposite angles are vertically opposite angles. Here 2 and 4. 2 and angle 2 and angle 4 are also vertically opposite angles. Here angle 5 and angle 7. Observe in the diagram. Angle 5 this angle, angle 7 this 7 means PQD and CQY. These two angles are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Angle 6 and 8. Angle 6 and angle 8 are also vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Next, exterior angle. Exterior angle of a transversal. Exterior angle of a transversal. Exterior angles. So here which are all the exterior angles? 1, 2, 7, 8. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, angle 8 are exterior angles. Among that, same side means 1 and 8. 1 and 8 exterior angles. So exterior angles on the same side of a transversal. 2 and 7. 2 angle 2 and angle 7 are also exterior angles on the same side. Like this, if you draw transversal, 1 and 8 are exterior angles. 2 and 7 are also exterior angles on the transversal with same side. Interior angles. Interior angles of a transversal. Interior angles of a transversal. Here 4 and 5. 4, angle 4, angle 5, angle 3, angle 6 are interior angles. Observe here 4 and 5, 3 and 6 are interior angles. Here interior angles on the same side of a transversal means 3 and 6. Angle 3 and angle 6 are interior angles on the same side of a transversal. Observe, this is angle 3, this is angle 6. That are interior angles on the same side of a transversal. And 4 and yes 5, angle 4 and angle 5 are interior angles on the same side of a transversal. Observe here, we have studied about what is that one? Corresponding angles and alternate angles and vertically opposite angles, as well as exterior angles of a transversal and interior angles of a transversal. Now, so related to this, in the same way, we have to study about interior angles on the same side of a transversal is 3 and 6 and 4 and 8. Now, we have to prove a theorem related to this diagram. Prove that when a ray or a transversal intersect the parallel lines, their corresponding angles are equal. Their alternate equal. Like that, a very important theorem is given in this concept. If a transversal intersect theorem, a statement, if a transversal intersect, if a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate angles each pair of alternate interior angles is equal. Now, you already know a theorem has two steps. So that is if part and to prove part. If part is called data part. If a transversal intersect two parallel lines. Therefore, let us draw two parallel lines. So call this as one is AB and another one is call it as CD. Now what are these? AB and CD are two parallel lines. So A transversal means you can draw a transversal. Call it as PQRS. That is PS is a transversal. It intersects AB at Q, CD at R. Now, what is the data they are given? That is given. PS is a transversal. PS is what? It is a transversal. It intersect the parallel lines AB and CD at Q and R respectively. So AB and P are intersect at Q, CD and PS intersect at R. So now to prove what we have to prove, that is proof part. Then each pair of alternate interior angles. Observe, call this as 1. So this is alternate interior angles. Observe here, alternate. So means AQR must be equal to QRD. We have to show that AQR is equal to QRD and BQR, second alternate angles, interior angles, BQR must be equal to, observe here, BQR, QRC must be equal to QRC. You have to prove this one. Alternate interior angles are equal. Just now you are already know alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. So AQR is equal to QRD. You have to show that one. Now come to the proof. Yes. Now observe here. What is the sum of these two angles? Which is 180 degree. We know that is 180 degree. APR is equal to PQB because vertically opposite angles are equal. AQR is equal to RQD. We have to show that must be equal to RQD. AQR must be equal to RQD. So now AQR is equal to PQB. Opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. We know that AQR angle must be equal to PQB angle. PQB angle. All this has 1 because vertically opposite angles are equal. Once again look here. AQR, this angle must be equal to PQB angle. Okay. Now observe PQB and QRD. Observe these two angles. What type of these two angles? Corresponding angles. We know that. So a two parallel lines are drawn. Corresponding angles are equal. PQB. What is that one? PQB is equal to yes QRD. Call this as 2. The reason is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. AQR is equal to PQB. PQB is equal to QRD. Therefore, from 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, AQR is equal to QRD. AQR is equal to QRD. So because two parallel lines are given, AQR, what is that one AQR? AQR is this one. QRD is this one. Therefore, these two are alternate angles. Therefore, alternate angles are equal. Alternate angles are equal. Once again look here. If a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles are equal because AB and CD are two parallel lines. They are given. Further, so we have written the data. Whatever the if part is there, that is called data part. Here PS is a transversal. It intersects the parallel lines AB and CD at Q and R respectively. So to prove that, so AQR is equal to QRD, we have to. How to prove BQR and QRC? Similarly, BQR is equal to QRC. Need not necessarily go for R's. Or you can take BQR is equal to AQP, vertically opposite angles. AQP is equal to QRC, corresponding angles. Therefore, from 3 and 4, that angles are also equal. They not necessary that one directly correct. Similarly, BQR is equal to QRC. What we proved, alternate angles are equal. So any parallel lines you can draw that will be intersected by a transversal. Alternate angles are formed. Alternate angles are always equal. Even theoretically we prove this one. Even with the help of a protractor, you can measure the alternate angles. That is always equal. So therefore, corresponding angles are equal. Alternate angles are equal. Corresponding angles are also equal. Alternate angles are also equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Remember these 3 hints. In any two lines intersect each other, vertically opposite angles are equal. That is first one. Another one, so when two parallel lines is intersected by a transversal, corresponding angles are equal. And the third one, alternate angles are equal. Remember these 3 equal angles in this chapter. So if a transversal intersected two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate angles are equal. So another theorem, you can pass on to the another theorem. If a transversal intersect two lines, so you can prove that that corresponding angles are supplementary. If a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary. Remember, if a transversal, so if a transversal intersect two lines such that a pair of alternate angles, interior angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. Then the two lines are parallel. Even the converse of this theorem, if the two lines are parallel to each other, then transverse or alternate angles are equal. And another theorem, if a transversal is drawn, so interior angles on the same side sum, means so this angle and this angle, sum of these two angles is 180 degrees. That was supplementary. And also this angles and this angle is also, sum of these two is also 180 degree. Interior angles on the same side of a transversal, sum is 180 degree. Even you can prove that one, 180 degree. So because sum of the angles of these, sum of these two angles is 180 degree, sum of these two angles are also 180 degree. Alternate angles you can consider. Yes, you can pass on to supplementary angles on the same side of a transversal. Same side of a transversal. That is also very important theorem. We can prove in this class. So another theorem. Yes. If a transversal intersect two parallel, if a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary. Yes, what do you know about supplementary? We know that supplementary means it is 180 degree. A transversal intersected two parallel lines. Let us draw two parallel lines. Call it as AB and another line, parallel line, call it as CD. A transversal. This is a transversal. Call it as P, Q, R, S. P and S is a line. It intersected Q and R. Now AB parallel to CD and PQRS is a transversal. What is the data they are given? Yes, AB parallel to CD. PS is a transversal. PS is a transversal. It intersected Q and R. What we have to prove? To prove interior angles on the same side of a transversal means this angle and this angle. BQR plus QRD is equal to 180 degree. It means interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degree. You already know about supplementary and complementary angles. And AQR plus QRC is equal to 180 degree. 180 degree. Now come to the proof. Yes. Observe here. BQR plus BQR plus AQR. AQR is equal to 180 degree. So linear pair of angles. So once again, BQR plus AQR is equal to 180 degree. And also BQR is equal to QRC. BQR is equal to QRC or AQR. AQR, another alternate angle. AQR is equal to QRD. Observe here. AQR, this angle must be equal to this angle. What type of angles these two? Alternate angles are equal. Alternate angles are equal. So BQR you can write as it is plus AQR is equal to QRD. In the place of AQR you can write QRD, which is equal to 180 degree. Hence we proved BQR plus QRD, sum of these two is 180 degree. Similarly, AQR plus QRC is also 180 degree. Therefore, sum of interior angles on the same side of a transversal is 180 degree. 180 degree. Remember, very important here. Any transversal is drawn to a parallel line. Interior angles form. Sum of that interior angles is always supplementary. Always supplementary. Supplementary means what? 180 degree. 180 degree. In this way, we can prove the theorem. In next class, we can do some problems related to this theorem. Thank you, one and all. Yes.